Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome to On Da Rize Podcast. I'm your co-host, the real Destinee Livings.
Wow, this ain't the boot, this Eazyana.
And today we have a special guest. I'm gonna go ahead on and let you introduce yourself to the people, let them know who you are and where you're from.
I go by the name of Ptb Icey. I am from Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I hear that you moved to Mississippi, or did you move from Houston? I don't want to kind of get you.
I moved from Mississippi to Houston.
Okay, so you moved. So currently located in Houston, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you think? How you feeling about H-Town?
Man, I love it. I ain't going back to Mississippi.
Okay.
If anything, I'm gonna go up. I'm not going back down.
Okay. A lot of people relocate. I feel like Houston is a hot spot for people to relocate to. So I'm gonna just kind of jump right on into this. How do you feel about everything that's transpired in Houston right now, being an artist and kind of like going on some background, like the Prince family, certain families that kind of run things in Houston, right? A big thing with artists, especially, major artists and artists just in general, just checking in.
Right.
Certain people when you get in Houston. So like you're familiar with that process, kind of like how they work, or you at least heard of it?
I mean, yeah, I've watched and I've learned, because I'm an introvert. I don't really just necessarily like go nowhere. So, I do my research on what, what I'm saying? And then I present myself to the city before I even, what I'm saying? I ain't just gonna be out there just blind like that. But the whole checking in thing, it's like I don't, me personally, this is just me personally, I don't feel like it's necessary. You show respect regardless. I feel like I don't necessarily gotta, hey, I'm here.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
We actually had an episode where we talked about that, kind of like things going on, in Houston and stuff. I think after something else happened, I'm not sure, but with the recent, activities that went Houston with the whole stuff with Takeoff, because we had an episode before where we kind of talked about checking in and stuff like that, and I don't remember if I said, but I had expressed that I felt like, whenever you reach a certain status or whatever, if somebody like, running that city is kind of like protection, kind of make sure nobody mess with you, and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
Long as I've been in the entertainment, just around and stuff like that, I've known people, all whatever. Like you said, some people do, some people don't, all whatever. But I feel like the people that know those people, as far as like Jay Prince and them, or whatever, they check in, they kind of chill to make sure they straight and this and that, all whatever. And I don't know all if that goes to exclude you, got less security and stuff like that, whatever. But
right,
I'm wondering how you feel about it. Being with everything that went on, or whatever, with Takeoff, because that was a major.
Yeah, that was a major
loss. Everybody, for the culture, for Houston, for Georgia, for everybody, and just a person in itself, or whatever, just somebody losing life. But I mean, I think that somebody of that stature, just eyes open, ears to the streets, like people ain't checking in with mob ties no more after last, like
I mean, yeah, it's like what? Is they 2 for 2? Somebody said something like that.
Yeah. In the last 2 months, man, got blood on their shoes, man. The last 2 months, man, and my whole thing on the checking in, like I said this on the other episode, it was more so checking in how they presented it is modern day extortion. Basically, there's no protection, it's extortion. Me, I'm not gonna check in with nobody who's trying to make money off me or just whatever if it's not genuine. Like if I'm going somewhere, I'm gonna hit up who I fuck with there who I personally know, who I'm comfortable with, not looking over my shoulder. And you know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't even from Houston. When I come to Houston, I hit you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to say, because I know, you know what I'm saying, what I'm getting myself into, who I'm with, who around me, what's around me. I know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got a second guess that. Say, plus, I have people who's from Houston who I also hit up. That's who are my people. Like, hey man, I'm in town, this and that, da da da. If I need anything, I'll let you know, or just whatever. But I'm not gonna hit up nobody who I don't fuck with on a regular and tell them and let them know, hey, I'm in town. Just
because of your status. You know what I'm saying? Because of what you do in the city. You know,
And like I say, it's checking in with people. What the rap game put it in, checking in. It isn't for protection. It's extortion. That's what I look at. Like,
it's like, because if you don't check in, then they feel disrespected.
Right. And if I don't check in, you're not gonna protect me, cool, but then you're after me now.
Right. Like, I'll take just not keep protecting me. You know what I'm saying?
You know, so
see, I feel like with anything, like his levels to, you know, different things, whatever. But I know for me myself, I haven't, as far as like looked into it or whatever, that deep as far as extortion, whatever, because I feel like I'm a woman, I'm not kicking it with them anyway. Now I have been, you know what I'm saying? I have been in their, you know, presence and stuff like that, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no shit like that.
Right. Well, for you, it may be in yours because you're a woman, and you know what I'm saying. So for you, it may be genuine. Like, you're protected. It's cool.
Right? No. But I'm not saying that neither. I'm just saying, like, from just like knowing or whatever, not really. I mean, because I feel like for me, I kind of move or whatever on a need to know basis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know people who check in, whatever, but I know all the details of what's going on with the thing. See, like you say, it wasn't protection, is kind of like extortion, but I didn't know that. That's new to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, okay, you know. But I mean,
now, like I said, I could be wrong though. I could in some cases in far as just looking at this situation, the Migos situation, the whole situation don't look like it was protection to me. It looks like it was extortion. Why would the Migos need to go to Jay Prince and them to get protection? They're the Migos. They can hire their own security and be good.
But they was running together. Like,
that's what I'm, so exactly. They were with them. And like this, the whole thing, it could have been avoided, though, and it shouldn't have happened on the time that it happened and where it happened. It shouldn't have happened because at the end of the day, it's their event. So we know ain't nobody in there with guns, but they're people. We know that, like, you know what I'm saying?
No matter how you want to put it, you can try to sugarcoat it, but that's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
You know, so it's just like, come on, man. Like, what's the point of me checking in if I ain't protected, man? What's the point of that? I could just take my eyes of going out there by myself and, just to say, but.
Correct. So you think there was like no security with them at all?
No, they had that. They had security. I mean, Quavo and them had security. Probably had one person security, but probably wasn't a higher security. Probably one of their homeboys whose security with a gun.
Right. It's different from hiring security than hiring.
It's different from professional totally security. Different. It's way different. You know what I'm saying?
I want to end, and I'm glad that you said that as far as like events. So like, I'm glad, like, you know, like, whatever, nothing, you know, but of course we do things on, I do things at a smaller level, but I'm just saying, like, and like that goes to say, like, whether they were or weren't at fault, right?
Right.
But or whatever, at events or whatever, whoever name on that event or whatever, that's who get the blame for whoever
like, at the top.
You know what I'm saying? You take that liability or whatever.
It's just like a house party. When you call the police on you, you feel me? They ain't looking for nobody but the house owner.
If anything go down at my comedy show, and what they gonna say? Oh, that's E comedy show. E could have how E let that go down.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When and it could be a situation where I'm right there and there's my people involved and I ain't saying nothing, or it could be I could be right there with my people and then I could break it up. Like, nah, man, none of that shit going down. Which that's what a lot of people looking in on hit Jay Prince's son for like you could have handled it better.
Yeah.
You handled it. You handled it like it was a setup, and you got caught.
So I seen what I heard.
Yeah.
Because of course he had a bunch of videos going on, but
yeah.
I heard in one of the videos, whenever Quavo was fussing and somebody, I don't know who it was, the person wasn't ready. You just could hear him in the background saying, like, nah, like they're not gonna mess with you, like they're not gonna disrespect you, whatever. So like from that video, I heard maybe it was trying to be de-escalated, but I still feel like whenever he turned his back and left, like what the shooting was for, you know what I'm saying? That didn't make sense.
And so now that's why I say well now it goes, you can't have your homeboys security because let's just say, okay, Quavo like, man, fuck it, whatever, man. Let's leave before somebody get hurt. And then now the other people have security, but it's their homeboy. And one false move, what the homeboy do? Pull out the gun and shoot. Because you're a line wire. You're not a hired security. Like you're not a professional security.
You're not trained for this.
Shoot. That's just what you won't do. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, bro, like I said, it's just a unfortunate event.
It's very sad situation.
And it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have happened, how it happened, where it happened, on the time that it happened, bro.
Absolutely. I feel though, you know what, like I mean, my condolences definitely. I feel like that was, I don't even know. I mean, I just remember waking up and that being the first thing I seen. I was just like, oh my God. But I will say this, a lot of times when these celebrities die, they get all this money after, or they get all these followers and this, that, the other after. And I mean, like Charlamagne was saying, like it's the same thing over and over again, right? But what I can say honestly, or whatever, in this death that I had never seen before, like even though he was quiet, or whatever, all these people saying that like he was their favorite Migo and stuff like that. I've seen that before. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he received as much fake love as other people, because even though he wasn't, you know, outspoken as the other two and stuff like that, I've always seen people, you know, still, like he was the coldest, he was their favorite, he was all the time. Instead of like somebody, like the guy, who's the other guy that got killed in LA? Him, right? So like I knew his music, but I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, it was like that for a lot of people. A lot of people knew, like you say, knew his music, but didn't know the face with the music.
Exactly.
Right. Because I was like, who's that? You know, it's still a sad situation, but I was like, who's that? Like my son was like, you know, like I came up from nothing. I'm like, I thought that was just Lucci. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know. But whatever, like I said, from what I seen, I can, you know, say that like a lot of people I've always heard people say he was their favorite. He was just super chill or whatever. Because
you don't know nothing of, you don't, Takeoff wasn't in no mess. Like you got
nothing, no drama.
Yeah, you got Offset with Cardi B. You got Quavo with Sweetie and all them got going on. We don't even know if this man had kids.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel like we didn't know nothing. Nobody really, he was never in no drama.
You barely even know the nigga name until he passed away. You know
what I'm saying? Like never Kirshnick. I never heard that one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you know what I'm saying, that's what made him the favorite. People saying like he was never in no mess. Yeah. He was the hardest. Yeah. You know, he did when it came to that flow, he was he was it was him. You know what I'm saying?
Always was hot, but like you said, he was just like turning up. Now that they kind of became a duo, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And shit that R.I.P. man. That's
he was just finna get in it. Like
honestly, I think this project with him and Quavo would have really showed, because I think on the project he actually I don't know if it's out. I haven't even heard it, or I don't nothing really know about it, but I think the project is more so because Quavo, we know what Quavo can produce. I think Quavo more like the hype man. I mean the hook man, the chorus man. You know? And I think we would have got it. Well, we will still get the chance to see Takeoff, you know, at his full potential as an artist, being that it ain't the group.
It ain't all them.
Yeah, you know, it ain't all them. And then on a bigger scale of with him and Quavo. So I just, you know, I'm gonna check out the project. You know,
Yeah, I saw it on. I watched Quavo and Takeoff Drink Champ interview,
right.
and Nori gave me like, because I think the project did drop.
All right,
I think the project did drop. And Nori said, like, man, Takeoff, boy, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, hey, you finally, like he said, like, you know what I'm saying, you finally showing.
Yeah.
You know, and Takeoff's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's my time. I'd rather y'all give my flowers now than later.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It was in that was the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather y'all give me I'm finna drop this. It's this, man, that's a whole, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, it was crazy. Then, you know, saying the video drop and it's like a bunch of, you know, theories, conspiracy.
I was just about to say, of course, the theories come out. That's what any artist that, of course, there's a theory behind it, whether it's the Illuminati, whether it's whatever. Like, it's,
yeah,
you know, they're gonna come because people gonna do their research. People gonna do their research once something like that happens. They're gonna look back at everything. Hold on, what happened? This happened here. They dropped the video here. This in the video. He's standing next to the Grim Reaper. And all this. You know, it's like people gonna go into the whole. You know what I'm saying? They do their own research once stuff like that happens.
Right. I feel like anything that happened in the music industry, or whatever, people feel like they gotta dissect it down to a conspiracy, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is just people, you know, and unfortunately shit happened, you know. So
it do happen.
It's just like, but like, yeah, like but you know what, I do feel like a lot of artists or whatever speak, they, you know what I'm saying, like all the videos,
your words are powerful.
All the artists in the casket, or on the surgery table, you know.
Your words are powerful. You speaking it into existence.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
No, yeah,
that's
definitely.
how I look at it. Like, you speaking into existence. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never said you know, when I die, or like no. Words are powerful, man.
I said that last night. I was in the call and Young Dolph was playing. He said, "Told my son, when I die, you could be a rich little bit." Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like that, and then like the Mo3 thing in the casket. And man, I'm not gonna lie, whenever Rod Wave dropped that song, and I love that song, you know what I'm talking about, I can't think of the name of it. I was like, no, what you doing? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Then it's not even, and the thing about that is the artists don't direct the videos.
Right.
You feel me? Like, they be having all these treatments and everything already ready for the video.
Right. For the labels and shit.
You know what I'm saying? The artist just be there like, what I need to do.
Yeah. Well, depending on, for like Young Boy, you know, that nigga make his own treatments.
Yeah. He gonna
unless it's on a bigger scale with another Atlantic artist, and you gonna know when there's the label behind it.
Yeah, you definitely gonna know. You know the difference. You definitely gonna know the difference.
But dig, man, I don't want to stay too long on that topic, man. But while we on Houston, you know what I'm saying? Tell us about how you linked up with Peso them and TSF, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that was crazy. That was crazy. I was actually trying to get a video shot, right?
Yeah.
By Spike D.
Okay.
Hit him up on Instagram one morning, and I'm like, hey, bro, you know, just moved to Houston, trying to get a video shot. You know what I'm saying? And he hit me back, and he asked me, he said, "Is this?" And he said my real name.
Yeah.
And then, like, I instantly, like, you know, video called him right then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you know me? And then once he answered, this is somebody who grew up right next to me in Mississippi. Like, when I mean right next to me, I'm talking about all my uncles and all them. Like, he grew up in the house right next to them. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, we ain't saw each other in decade. You know what I'm saying? Like a long time. So it was like he shoot all their videos. Like Spike D, he shoot all, you know what I'm saying, Peso, Sauce Walker, Sunchi, like all their videos, you know what I'm saying? And then like I started hanging around him. I started actually, you know, getting in the mix, like helping him with video shoots. I go with him, you know, set up lights, you know, just to be around the whole environment because I'm new to Houston. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get my foot out there, so you know, get my face out there. And got comfortable, like, you know what I'm saying? This happened when I first moved here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? got to meeting them. We got to, chopping up, chilling. They started treating me like, you know what I'm saying, a real homie instead of, you know what I'm saying, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Right. And my cousin, he FaceTimed me one day and he said, I need you. And I'm like, okay, so what video you finna set? He like, nah, like I need you in the video.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what I'm doing? What you need me doing? And his words was, they're gonna beat you up, they're gonna rob you, they're gonna take you to this place, they're gonna interrogate you, And at first I was like, I don't want to get beat up.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guy in the video that got beat up. But then on the other side, it was, get your face out there. Like this is an opportunity for you to even work on, what I'm saying, get a little small acting in the video, you know what I'm saying? Like this is my first real video shoot, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool. It was an all-day event. You know what I'm saying? It was love. I fuck with them hard, fuck with them, the whole TSL.
Yeah.
Trying to get them signed, man. Get them signed one day. That day coming when, once they actually see what a real, because at first when I first moved here, I didn't know them.
Yeah.
I knew Sauce Walker and that was it. Right. I didn't know Sunchi, I didn't know Peso. Their music wasn't my type of music.
Right. Right.
But at first, I couldn't get into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. They make that Migo type music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was like, because at first I was trying to get into it, but I'm like, maybe, maybe in a little while, you know what I'm saying? But once I start meeting like Sauce Walker, like as a person, smartest man alive. Yeah. Like the internet, you feel me? Like the internet and him in person.
Yeah.
Totally.
But yeah. Because
you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I didn't know that. So, you know what I'm saying? Me just seeing him on Instagram, buying chains and cars and, you know what I'm saying, having the time of his life.
Entertainment.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? Then I meet him in person. I actually have a conversation with him like, oh, he ain't dumb at all.
Yeah.
No.
He ain't dumb at all. But that was, that's a real good thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the mall and, hey, you was the guy who got beat up in Peso video.
Yeah.
I didn't got that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't got that. But after me saying, I don't want to be the guy who got beat up in the video, but you know what I'm saying? It was the unfamiliar face who just saw me in public.
Yeah.
And it was like that was a good feeling for me. Like, you know me from something.
Yeah, right. Like, and I'm not even from out here, and you notice me, like,
right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here. I'm not even with Peso now. I'm by myself. I'm with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see me and you know who I am.
Yeah.
That's hard. I couldn't, it's different from when you from a place where people just, oh, that's just ice. That's just, that's just ice. But then when I get here and do that, it's like, oh, y'all don't know him as Icy yet, but I mean, now y'all do, but the guy who got beat up in the video, I think he got over like 500,000 views or something like that.
Right. Opportunities or whatever.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, that's why I took it. Like, that's why I didn't turn it down. Right. It's like, it was the best opportunity that I done had since I've been in Houston.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Opportunity. And I feel like, whenever you're from, I feel like you can't really get away from that stigma. If you can, then you're lucky. Like whenever you're from somewhere, you're always gonna be just such and such.
Yeah, you forever gonna be live whatever.
Yeah, right. Everybody homeboy, somebody cousin, it's not. You gotta go out all them and do that. And I mean, nothing wrong with that. That's okay. You still could, eventually get some. But I mean, it's easier whenever you go elsewhere, because I mean, like you in Houston. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people see Sauce Walker them as just the homeboy down the street. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like we at gas stations, they walking like, regular. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you still got those who are, starstruck, but you also have like majority of just, oh, that's just, that's Sauce. That's them.
Right.
It's cool. I mean, I feel like you want to be comfortable at home for the most part. I mean, you can't be too comfortable at home because I feel like that's where shit happens. But
that's what 98% of the shit happening.
You want to be comfortable at home. I spoke to somebody about this the other day. I mean, this wasn't on our topic, but just want to kind of know how y'all feel about that. You know, like whenever these dudes, like these rappers, these entertainers, they're like such and such from the hood, right? And then they get on, and then it's just like expected for them to go back and give back and do this and do that. But when they get back, or whatever, sometimes they don't leave from again. You know what I'm saying?
When they get back, somebody's there trying to get some get back.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So I feel personally that's a sense of entitlement. I feel like I don't feel like everybody got the same opportunity because everybody wasn't dealt the same hand. Or I get that. But I mean, I just don't feel like if I make it out the hood that you should hold something on my head if I don't go back.
Yeah,
you know?
like, I did this for you when you was, you know what I'm saying? Like those people,
Correct.
nah,
Correct.
like those were the people. Those are the people who was waiting on you to get to where you was going. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do this for you. Yeah. So whenever you do get there,
you'll pay me back.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring you back down here. Like, no, you remember when you was this, and remember,
Correct. And I don't know why people feel so, to I understand family, some family, you want to give back to not whatever. But I mean, for that, I would say to anybody, I know on that level, like send somebody else home to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If that's important to you, if you want to do that, I mean, at the end of the day, it don't matter if they don't see you or not, whether it's your mama, your sister, your cousin, or an outside person from your foundation, like you. Yeah. You can still be the face of that without being
right
of that or whatever.
Actually being there, yeah.
Possible for all these people or whatever. You can't take that risk of going home for some turkeys or some like. I was getting turkeys before. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't necessarily like automatically put your burdens on somebody else because of y'all relationship on, you know what I'm saying, of y'all friendship. Like my problem become your problem. No, that's not how that works.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's not how it works.
I agree.
Right. Man, what it was like growing up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, man. What it was like, cause I'm we from Louisiana, and a lot of people say that's country. Yeah, what I'm saying, and me leaving Louisiana and coming to Cali, I realized I can admit now it is country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Mississippi, we look at that as country. So, you know what I'm saying? What was that like coming up in Mississippi and actually like getting into music and, trying to pursue your career in Mississippi?
It was growing up in Mississippi was very, very, I'm not even going to say traumatized. I'm not even going to say that. It was my 27 years of me living in Mississippi was a great lesson.
Yeah.
Like, just, growing up, house full of people, you don't got your own room, you got to share everything, it's like your daddy in and out your life. Yeah. That plays a big part. You know what I'm saying? That plays a big part, especially in young men these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as my music, I started writing when I was 9, and it all started because I feel like I wasn't getting heard.
Yeah,
like nobody wanted to listen to me whenever I was. So okay, all right, this is what I'm gonna do then, and I picked up a pen and piece of paper, and at 9 years old, and made my first song when I was 14. Yeah, 14 with my brother. When he came down, because he'd been in Houston since 2 weeks old. So when he came down to Mississippi, he brought his recording equipment, and me hearing myself for the first time, it triggered it lit a spark. Like I can't necessarily explain the spark, but it was like, oh man, you only 14. It was like this is where you this is your safe place. This is where you can come to, let everything out. You know what I'm saying? It was like I said, I started writing when I was 9. So from 9 to 14, You know what I'm saying? I just had a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, raps that I never really just put on the beat or even said out loud for real.
Yeah.
Like I had them, you know, but as far as, cause I was always like the shy type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't want you to look at me different if I, you know, if I do this or if I do that.
Right. Something that you don't agree with, you know, but children are like are artistic. Like children are like very, very smart. Like
yes.
That's why I be like parents, like if you don't like for parents like listening to your kids, like you can learn from like your children. Because and I feel like a lot of people who are like artistic and stuff like that, especially entertainers, they start at like a really, really young age. We just don't see them as an audience until they're ready or comfortable to come out their shell. But like kids, that's what they do. They find a place where they're comfortable or whatever.
And they stay there, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is.
Correct. And they shine there until, you know what I'm saying? They come out or whatever. But I mean, to us outside, it's like, oh, like he's 27, like he just coming out or whatever. But before that, you done had like 10, 15 years of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like you know, you come out, you're ready, but you've been prepping.
Yeah,
not knowing, you know, as a process, but you go through the process as a kid.
Right.
So that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's mighty hard, you know what I'm saying? And it was like whenever I did, I didn't come out my shell until I can say until I graduated.
Yeah.
Until my senior year. Like the whole time in school, like I was in a group, you know what I'm saying, called the Battlefield Boys, you know, it was hard. And everybody always said, like, when we played our first song on the bus, and they playing it, but I'm just looking out the window. I'm just headed to school, like, you know, I'm tired. And everybody on the bus said, y'all gonna split up, but it's gonna be one person that's gonna keep going. And I turn and look, and everybody pointing at me. Like I heard them say it, but I wasn't paying attention when they said it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then so everybody, Iceberg, because I was Iceberg then, so everybody was Iceberg. You know, he gonna be him. You know what I'm saying? And I never really, I didn't notice, honestly, and it's crazy. I didn't know my talent was real talent until I moved to Houston.
Yeah.
Like the whole time I've been rapping, you know, I've made, man, I can't even count how many songs I've made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I recorded over 150 just last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me actually knowing now that like my talent is real talent instead of just being a facade. And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the shoot 'em up. I'm finna go rob you.
Yeah.
Not, you know, that ain't me. You know, what I say is what I was deep in here, what I really feel. And you know what I'm saying? It's like my music ain't fake. My music ain't nowhere near fake. It ain't never been fake. Yeah. You hear me talking about robbing somebody and pistol whipping them, then you know something wrong. That ain't me.
So why the name change?
Because I went from Iceberg to Icy. Then I went to ISO.
That's when I met you.
Right, you feel me? Then I went to ISO. And then like right when I moved to Houston, or a little bit before I moved to Houston, I became Ptb Icey.
Yeah.
Now the name changed. Every name changed because of something.
Okay.
And they all, and I feel like those was like different people. You know what I'm saying? Iceberg was the younger version, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then once he came out the shell, it became Icy. It was like, okay, all right, y'all who was, you know what I'm saying, Iceberg, you still here because you tatted, you still here.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? But now that you are, you know, you ain't even 2.0 yet, but you know, you like 0.5. You like Icy 0.5. You know what I'm saying? And all through, you know, became Icy, down became ISO. And ISO was the one who I realized like embraced, because he was like, he didn't care about what people thought. Like his music, everything I'm getting on, like, I'm feature anything. I'm finna murder it. Like that's the mindset that I have. Like it ain't no question about it. This is mandatory. And he died from the lack of support. ISO died from the lack of support. You know what I'm saying? I lost all my friends. Everybody who like when I moved to Houston, everybody stopped fucking with me. I was in a whole group. Like there was a group called Sipside. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of us. You know, but I was still the black sheep who stuck out. You know what I'm saying? And stuff happened with, you know what I'm saying, a couple people, and like the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole entire group, you know what I'm saying, they just stopped fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, well, okay, well, because I got that name from the person who was like over Tipside, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when he started calling me ISO and it stuck. So I was like, oh, I think I like ISO, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then like I stopped fucking with him. So I stopped fucking with the person. I stopped fucking with ISO. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, okay, you with them. Yeah. You with them. You feel me? And Ptb Icey, he was created out of anger. But as you know what I'm saying, as I got older and, you know what I'm saying, to myself, realizing that like it wasn't anger, it was more of passion of wanting to be him. Yeah. So and this Ptb is Pursuit of Bad, and it's based out actually in LA. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a clothing line, you know, it's a whole little marketing gig, you know what I'm saying? Marketing, this whole scheme, you know what I'm saying? And I met this dude on Live Me. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Live Me, but like it's a social app that I get on. Like I started getting on because it was connecting me to different parts of the world. Like my music get played in places that I've never been and never even thought about going. You know what I'm saying? It was like I got that from that app. You know what I'm saying? And then when I met him, and you know, he was like, bro, you got a gift. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gifted. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, send me some music. And then as soon as he said send him some music, I sent him 20 songs off top. Yeah. I'm sending a whole 20-piece lemon pepper, all flats.
Oh, yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like when he saw like, man, like, yeah, bro, like, and it was like, would you fuck with me? Like, and I'm a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't got no bad blood with nobody. If you got bad blood with me, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no hatred in my heart, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So when he met me and we got to chopping up and it became genuine. Like, I don't mind putting Ptb in front of my name. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, there was a whole clothing line and all that. So it was like, bet, well, there go my video shoot outfits and everything else on that side. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even have to worry about that part, you know? And then it was like, well, you in Cali and I'm in Houston, you know? So you got people up there who ain't never heard of me. I got people down here who ain't never heard of me. So it's like, we finna spread this all the way around, around everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, and I only been to LA once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, connections, collaborations is important because I mean, you never know. No matter where you at, it's always somebody somewhere else or whatever. Whether it's the next city, the next state over, who can relate, you know, to what you're doing and help with stuff, and vice versa. Because I mean, networking is important, and so is like connections, collaborations, and stuff like that, because I feel like that's the best thing. Or whatever. If I'm hot here and you hot there, and I ain't never been in vice versa or whatever, it makes sense.
Right.
Give me this, and you know what I'm saying? You give me this, I give you that or whatever. Because I mean, everybody want to make money, but the game is about bartering. You know what I'm saying? You don't make money from the people you kicking it with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can the free. You give me this, I give you that or whatever, and then you eat over here, I eat over there. You know what I'm saying? Because most likely 9 out of 10, that's how it's gonna go. It's gonna be harder for me to eat where my table at. You know what I'm saying? As weird as it sounds or whatever, I have to put me one over here with the food down they never seen before or whatever. That way they don't want to check it out. So I definitely
Yeah.
get. So biggest song that you feel that you have.
Biggest song.
This song.
What I think my biggest song and what the world think my biggest song is different.
Okay,
To the
so what? All right, so just you can do both, but what you first? What the question was? It was more so like the fans. What you know? Which song that you know for sure? Like if you had to do a show and there's one song, if you was there in Mississippi and or wherever, and you got one song that you was like, you know what? I know I can perform the song anywhere, and I know they're gonna feel it, and I know that they like it from you looking at your stats on wherever you uploaded it from or whatever.
um Just Listen. It's called Just Listen.
Yeah,
It's real deep.
yeah.
You know, it's real me.
I thought you was gonna say back on you. You know what I'm saying? That's my
I
favorite
like
one.
you feel me like that's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like I got
yeah,
so much that I
yeah,
like I can't necessarily say just one, but like that
yeah.
entire
Right.
that glacier talk that
All right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can run that. I can run that
Yeah.
hands down with my eyes closed, and they gonna fuck with it for sure.
Yeah. No, definitely. That's like that's my favorite one. Project of yours, Glacier Talk.
Back on you, yeah,
But back on you, I can run that one like back to back to back because I feel I feel like
yeah. I think that,
you know what I'm saying that's me. Like everything you saying, I could feel it. Like I can relate to it. Like, damn, I know how you feel when you was making it. You know, so I could
yeah,
put myself in those shoes because everything you talking about, I feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like you say, you partnered up with them in California, you in Houston, and your music getting played in places that you've never been or places you hardly go, you know what I'm saying?
right,
And you never know who's gonna connect with your music. You never know. Like it's people who feel things, whether it's the person right next to you, whether it's the person 10 states away. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Somebody gonna feel it, man.
yeah, yeah. You right
All
about
right.
that one.
Yeah,
Tell would you
the remember like when we were in school, like the teacher would always be like, the only stupid question is the question that you ask,
yeah,
right? I feel like that pertain like with life too, or whatever, because just because like the person next to you might think that it don't make sense or it's stupid, whatever,
yeah,
whatever. Somebody experiencing the exact same thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gotta be bold enough to not care what they think on this side and this side, and you know what I'm saying? Know somebody over there, because I feel like everything is relatable to somebody.
Oh
You just
yeah, like 100%.
you know what I'm saying? You just got to
yeah,
find who you relate to. And if you don't put everything out that you got, you'll never know. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So,
That's a whole. I whoop myself with that. Like I actually like beat myself. Like I said, I recorded over 150 songs last year. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And it was like I didn't put out at least 50. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And it was like, nah, I'm gonna wait. Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. No, I was telling myself like, what are you waiting on?
yeah,
Because I was the person that never really cared about what nobody said, what nobody thought about my music, because these are my thoughts. This is what I have to deal with on the inside. This is what's
yeah.
in my head.
right.
So that's why I was like, all my music is really me. I'm not a robber. I'm not no. Like I only go to jail for weed. Okay, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. You're not nothing else.
But like we said, like that goes with like the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're entertainer, some people rap about what not what they can relate to, but what they see or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But people out there that don't process it the same way, they come back or whatever, and they're like, oh, like you're living their life. Just that you kind of put yourself in the way of things that you don't want to get caught up in, but the
Right.
things that the power of the tongue or whatever make those people come at you, and that's not really what you want. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever, I think that a lot of people they rap and do entertainment to make money, but I do think that you are more beneficial to yourself or whatever and more
Yeah.
genuine to friends whenever you stay true to who you are, because now that lifestyle that you don't want to attract or whatever is not attracted to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
so I get it. That's a good thing. I like all type of music. If it got a good beat, I'm jamming. It don't matter what, I don't care who made it. If it got a
Right.
good, I'm on. So
I used to be like that.
Like you said,
until I just got in tune with myself, and I was just like, I'm all me.
150 songs last year, man. No telling how many this year. And I know how you record. So let the people know like your unique way of recording and how you record, cause no studio ain't involved. So and when I go listen to your music, I'm like, damn, man, sound like that shit was done in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So, explain to the people, let them know, your unique way of recording and putting out music.
Okay. Well, this started, and this was crazy. This started when I moved to Houston.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know nobody, didn't have no money like to book studio sessions. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, bro, I'm gonna just write. I'm gonna just stay in my notepad. I'm gonna stay in my notepad until I can get into a studio. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm not waiting on nobody. This is what I want. I ain't got time to wait on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I met this girl named Court. And she told me about this app. You know what I'm saying? And I got on it. It's called Band Lab.
Okay.
Feel me? Called Band Lab. So I got on it, and I'm messing around with it, trying to get the ins and outs of it. And it took me 2 songs. Because like all my music, every song that I've ever recorded, 99% was recorded by me. I'm not a big fan of letting people record me. I know how it's supposed to sound. I know when I want to punch in. I'm a one-man band.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got on the app. It took me 2 songs, and the first project that I dropped off of, like when I realized, like, okay, now let me see if I can put it out and see if it sounds similar to because Glacier Talk was my last project recording on Pro Tools.
All right.
You feel me? In the studio by myself, mic next to me. You know what I'm saying? And what was it? Black Sheep. I think Black Sheep was my first project that I put out with me using the app. That's why I said, like, I can record right now if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It was like I put it out, and the response I got was more than what I got with my old music.
Yeah.
And it wasn't about it was more of like the feeling of the music. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, he dropped music. Like, nah, like this is different. Like he moved to Houston, you know what I'm saying? He don't fuck with nobody no more. Yeah. He's to himself. So like I want to hear what, you know what I'm saying, what he talking about. And it's like when I did it, I had to go to, because like on the app, it's a certain format that they put it in. I got to put it on the computer, turn it to an MP3. Then, you know what I'm saying? It's like a whole process I had to go through. You know what I'm saying? I made my own cover arts. That's why I say everything is a one-man band. I like it how I like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, man, like I record on my phone, literally. Yeah. Like Black Sheep, Icy Island, the end and the beginning, Black Sheep 2, all those were recorded on my phone. This phone here.
Yeah.
So you're recording phones is damn okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was crazy to me because I never because I was so excited to, you know what I'm saying, to finally like record again, and I had so much music just written that like I didn't even know until I got to like 43. They're like, bro, put something out. Like you're recording 3-4 songs every day. Yeah. And I'm literally like walking around the house as I'm recording. I'm not sitting down. I don't have like a certain section where like, okay, I got to sit here and like, I'm real live walking around the crib. My daughter in the room. I tell her like, Daddy finna make some music. She don't come out. And I'm in here recording all day until I'm done.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. You need new music on the way?
Yeah, man, like new music is definitely on the way. I was supposed to actually drop on the 4th, but now the shit happened with my phone. So but I got I mean, I got a project. Well, I just dropped They Watching in June. So I got another project called They Still Watching. I got a project called Since They Watching.
Okay.
I got a project called Watch This.
Yeah.
I got a project called Gumbo.
Yeah.
I got a project called The Other Side. So these are all five tapes that like I have finished, ready to go.
Yeah.
I can drop all these today.
Yeah.
Every last one of them. That's why I said like I had 150 songs and I'm still recording. It's like it's just piling up. It's just piling up at this point. I'm dropping songs that I recorded when I first moved here this year.
So what's stopping you from dropping it?
Huh?
What's stopping you from dropping it? Why?
I was finding myself, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went into a state that were like, okay, a lot of personal issues outside of music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Moving and all that. But like I really took time to like find myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like because I realized like that's what I was waiting on.
Yeah.
Like I was telling myself, like, I gotta wait. I'm waiting on this. I'm waiting like what I was waiting on was for me to find myself. Like real life find yourself. You know what I'm saying? It was like, know that this is what you're here to do. Like this is your talent. This is your gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I said like I didn't realize my talent was real talent until, you know what I'm saying, recently.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I'm not even putting specific dates. I'm dropping at least every 2 months.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because I can. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can throw 50 spaghetti strings to the, you know what I'm saying, to the wall.
Yeah.
Some couple of them gonna stick.
Correct.
Yeah.
They're gonna stick. You know what I'm saying? And a couple that I've already dropped, you know what I'm saying, they didn't stuck. But it's like what I got now, what I have in my arsenal now, is on like, man, when I mean like a different level, is like, cause I know I'm number one.
Yeah.
There's no second guessing it. There's no like, nah, you're not touching me. You're not. No matter how much auto tune you put, no matter how many video vixens you got in your video, you're not. You're not touching what I'm doing. You're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well that's a plus. Consistency is key.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you got to find something to stick. Might not stick to everybody, but once you find that, you know, target audience and this and that, or most of the time they find you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's not the song like you was talking about, like your biggest song versus their biggest song. You never know what they'll gravitate to. So once they do that, like once they find you, then it's up from them. But I mean, I feel like people can't find you if you're not consistently putting stuff.
Right. That's why I started doing like doing showcases around Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like doing like live performances. Posting more on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually on TikTok now. I never thought. Thought I would be the person on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah. But my music is everywhere. It's literally on every platform. It's on TikTok. It's on Snapchat. It's on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's on these platforms that I don't really necessarily want to use, but my music is on there. So it's like, my music on there, I'm going to use it.
That's good too about being versatile, because you got to be able to move with the technology or what they're doing, because if these kids will make you famous, and that's on social media. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, help you. They can't contribute to your success if you don't give it to them. So I mean, you have to. So I mean, I think straight long as you're giving it to them. I'm not gonna lie. I hadn't heard of anything until he told me all that. So I kind of went to check it out. I'm still checking it out, but I am impressed. I like it, so I'm gonna be following and seeing, and you know, sticking up. So I look for what else you have to put out.
Definitely, man. So we didn't touch the music, man. Let's get in on a more personal side of Ptb Icey. You know what I'm saying? Talk about your relationship, man, with your kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk about your relationship with your kids. You know, I be seeing you be posting, and you know, like I said, I know you, and I be saying, but you know, just with that relationship, because I noticed when you are around your kids and have your kids, you do genuinely seem more happy. You know what I'm saying? Like your relationship with them. So, just talk about that.
Well, first, I got a 7-year-old son named Kenai.
Yeah.
I got a 5-year-old daughter named Keelani. My son, so my dog, he tatted right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He hasn't necessarily been in my life. Well, I'm gonna put it like this: I haven't been in his life. Like I need to. Not even gonna say like I want to. Like I need to.
Yeah.
That's very That's basically like where 98% of my pain come from, because it's like I'm not here for nothing else. I'm not here to impress nobody else. I'm not here to get money for nobody else. I'm not here to live for nobody else but my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I had my daddy in my life. You know what I'm saying? He was in and out, but like as I grew older, like we was like this. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I was there when he was born. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the relationship with his mom and me, it was you know what I'm saying, button heads, and it was like maybe I want to say I saw him when he was like months old. You know what I'm saying? And then like they disappeared, and I couldn't see him. And at the same time that this happened, like when she was taking him away from me, my sister was in prison. You know what I'm saying? Right. She got taken to prison the same year, basically like a month and a half apart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like the past 6.5, 7 years, you know what I'm saying, she been gone and he been gone. So you know what I'm saying? It's like those are my two people alone, you know what I'm saying, that like I need it. You know what I'm saying? It's like but like I definitely our relationship has gotten stronger. Whenever I drove, like I used to drive, like whenever we did get our relationship back, we got our relationship back when my sister got out of jail, and that's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
It took, you know what I'm saying, it took my sister, you know what I'm saying, to say what she had to say in order for me to even get a glimpse of him. You know what I'm saying? And like I used to drive to Mississippi from Houston like every weekend. Whenever he wanted to see me, you know what I'm saying? It was right before Christmas. It was like November of last year. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we got back, you know what I'm saying? And he told me like, and it was, I smiled when he told me this, but he told me this out of his own mouth. He said, I cut you out. I cut you off. Like I picked him up and he said, I cut you off. And I laughed, like, you cut me off. And he was like, yeah, because you wasn't around, but you're around now. So you're good in my book. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And those words came out my son's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was like, that's you know what I'm saying? That's touching him. You know what I'm saying? That was like, I ain't cried, but I definitely wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like he's me without music. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely me without any rap. You know what I'm saying? He only plays soccer. You know, he like tennis. He's very nature child. You know what I'm saying? He's very smart, very, very smart. You know what I'm saying? On the road student or whatever, even though, you know, he's just 7. But it was like, and that was another thing that was also, you know what I'm saying, that was debunking me from music because of that relationship alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I needed that. We needed that. And like, I couldn't get it. And it was like the thoughts of, you know, him and me and him. And like, I have those thoughts every day. You know, I don't wake up without thinking about my son, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Without my kids alone, you know what I'm saying? So we was building our relationship, you know what I'm saying? And then his mom moved to Indianapolis now. So it's like, as I was getting closer, like to him,
yeah,
it was like,
damn,
no, it was like a,
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It was, and I don't look at it as, oh, she trying to take me away. Like I don't even look at that like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I look at everything as like a lesson. You know what I'm saying? It was like, because I always told myself, God don't have me in His life because He don't think I'm ready yet.
yeah,
Feel me? Like I always said, like that was the way to uplift myself. Like, God don't think I'm ready yet. So, it's cool. Whenever it happens, it's gonna happen regardless. It's gonna happen. But when it do, He gonna make sure that I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like in my music, that's all you gonna hear. I miss my baby. I love my kids. You're gonna hear Key9. You're gonna hear Keylani. 98% every song. You know what I'm saying? It's like that because that's who I'm doing this for. I'm not doing this for me. I'm perfectly fine. If they can tell me right now to stop doing music, and I'm okay. All right, that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? And as far as my daughter, I've been there since birth.
Yeah.
I haven't missed a holiday or a birthday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know I'm a great father. No matter what nobody says, it's like, that's me all the way. She thinks she got bars. You know what I'm saying? She's her, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and they look just like, my kids look like twins. And they 2 years apart, and they didn't meet until he was 3.
Yeah.
And she was 1.5. You know what I'm saying? So like, me not being with him also means that she's not with him. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, so that's why I'm the way I am with her, because it's like, I know you missing something. You may not feel it as much as I do now, but you missing something as well. You know what I'm saying? You have a big brother out here. You saying that you want a brother, but it's like you don't necessarily now, but like at first you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? That like you got a real live big brother out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like I take my kids serious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm that daddy. I'm that father that my daughter said you did something to her, you did it. There's no, she not gonna lie to me. I don't hide no secrets from my daughter. Anything that happened, like I talk to my daughter like she my age. You know what I'm saying? Like I sit her down and, you know what I'm saying? We do mindfulness, we meditate, we talk. She tell me how she feel. I tell her how I feel, about everything. Because I want her to know that like you don't have to hide nothing from me. I'm your best friend. I'm here for life. And it's like a part of me was like, but back then it was like, well, I can't give all my love to both of them, so I got to give all of it to just you. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was like when that happened, it was like she's not leaving my side, and it was like no matter, me and her mom had many arguments and many disagreements, but she's never kept my daughter away from me. You know what I'm saying? I respect her 1,000,000% for that. Yeah. 1,000,000%, because it's man, the government is happy with daddy's not in the house, man. I'm just gonna say it like that,
That's right.
And it's like I know that, so nobody's happy about him living with 2 women other than the government. You know what I'm saying? It's like I look at like, dang, he got to grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like he's grown up like that for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't know the reason yet. I'm not gonna say I know the reason. I don't know the reason. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I know whenever, because whenever he do call me, he just Dad, I can't wait. I miss you so much. I love you. Can't wait till I'm 18 to pack my bags up and come to Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and this is what he says out his own mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's why I said he talks like he's, you know what I'm saying? But he's only 7. and this man is smarter than me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, that's my dog. No matter what, that's, you know what I'm saying. He number one. You know, he's just a light skinned version of me. Yeah. And I always said, once the world get a light skinned version of me, we in trouble. Yeah. And now we got two. We got two lights, a male and a female version.
Double the trouble.
Double trouble.
Well, that's crazy. I definitely hope that you get a permanent reconnection with your son, because that story, I'm like, they got men out here that do not want to do anything, and I'm telling you from a woman's perspective. So, or whatever, just don't quit, bro. Don't give up.
Because, no, I can't do that.
Oof, it be out here being hard for no reason. I feel like everybody who don't want kids or won't do for their kids, they don't want a bad baby mama, baby daddy, whatever. And they do get stuck with these other type of folks, you know. So yeah.
It's like it's like the I hate to say it like this, but the deadbeats get their babies all the time.
Yeah.
The deadbeats get their babies thrown at them, like left at the doorstep. Here go the bag. You know what I'm saying? But the ones who actually want to do and like it's not afraid to do what they have to do, you know what I'm saying, for their kids, them the one that they be like, no.
Man, listen, I salute a strong man or whatever who will stand up to a baby mama, because let me tell you, somebody, and I'm going to just say, some of these bitches is ruthless. I know them. I seen them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what I have learned? I have learned that there is good daddies. There is these bad daddies that just ain't shit. And then they have these in between or whatever who want to do but don't want to do, but doing is beneficial.
The holiday daddies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but don't just listen. You know, I get heated about that subject. I could go on and on. I said, baby mama's too, because somebody, you know, whatever. It do go both ways, you know. But anyway, I dwell on that because I'm telling you, we're gonna be here for 2 more hours. So anyway, moving away from
for sure.
Moving away from it. Tell me, like, whenever you record, so 3 things that you need with you whenever you record, if you have 3 things, or what do you absolutely do have with you or whatever whenever you have that time to yourself?
Some water. Okay.
Water.
Okay.
Water and weed. That's it.
2 things. Okay. Now let me ask you, that's cold water?
Room temperature.
Room temperature.
Oh, okay. Because I learned from like a vocal coach or whatever that you don't do cold water before you do music.
Yeah. Room temperature for sure.
Okay.
See, and that's good to know, because me, nigga, I'm going to the studio with something cold.
For sure.
D Skills taught me that. Shout out D Skills. He was like, whenever you go to do that podcast, he was like, make sure whenever you're talking or whatever, my voice already a little raspy. That's how he was like, don't drink that cold or whatever, it's gonna be worse or whatever. So
I used to go with cold water, or you know what I'm saying, some cold, until I actually started to try to use my voice for real. Then I'm like, okay, now I gotta warm tea and lemonade and lemons and you know.
Water and weed. Oh, sound like a recipe for a hit song.
That's it. That's all I need. You see, I don't even need a studio.
Yeah.
I'm getting it in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, man, we always ask, man, our guests, man, to name us, give us, man, whether it's your top 5, whether it's the top 5 in the area, whatever. Just give us 5 artists, man, from your area or in your circle or that's around you, just who you want to promote right now. You just want to get them the spotlight that you think they have potential. You know what I'm saying? Your top 5 artists, up and coming artists that you listen to, fuck with, whatever, you know.
Okay. First one we got is Lil Cool. He's actually from Homer, Louisiana.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But he He stay in the bird, you know what I'm saying? He DJ and he rap, but
okay,
he's the you know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely, you know what I'm saying, home Louisiana, shouts out to because y'all did that one with that one right there.
Yeah.
That's my guy. That's my boy too. Who else? My little homie Sosa. In Mississippi in Hattiesburg.
Okay.
I love him to death, like a little brother. You know, he bad. You know, he's a bad one, but you know, he got a good spirit, he got a good heart, you know what I'm saying? Real stand-up guy. And third, my homeboy Trials out here in Houston. My first time ever paying for a feature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never paid nobody for no feature. You know what I'm saying? But I saw the talent in this man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like,
it was worth it.
I got you that 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I got you that. You know what I'm saying? I told him, you know what I'm saying? Like this is my first ever, you know what I'm saying, paid feature. I ain't never paid nobody for no feature. And I told him, like, bro, I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a gift, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a real gift.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3.
3.
My boy Eazy, you know.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
You know,
that's support 1,000,000% right there. I'll real, you know, hands down. We ain't even got to elaborate on that. Y'all already know it. And you know what I'm saying? When it's 4:19, I'm going to ask you, do you got a minute? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's dope. You got the weed facts
you know what I'm saying?
Right now.
You feel me? Weed facts.
Yeah. Hell
yeah. Fifth one, bro.
We got one more, man.
Myself, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Epic. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Myself, bro. Like,
yeah.
Don't nobody believe in me like I believe in me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like once you know, it's over with for everybody.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're my top 5, man. Look Cool, Sosa, Trials, my boy Eazy.
Yeah.
Icey, man.
Appreciate that, man. Before we go, man, let the people know, man. Let the people know where they can follow you at, where they can check out all your music, what is under, you know, give them the links and, you know.
Ptb Icey on everything. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Apple Music, Pandora, Napster. You know what I'm saying? Like, apps I ain't even got. You know what I'm saying? If you can type in Ptb Icey, and I'm popping up regardless.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's all good, bro, man. Appreciate you for coming through, man.
I appreciate the opportunity,
podcast, man. You know, I'm your co-host. What's up, buddy? I'm your co-host. This ain't the booth, this is Eazyana.
And it's your girl, the real Destinee Livings. Thank y'all for tuning. We'll see y'all next time.
Next time, man.